Hello and welcome to Bayside Bowl. You are with us here. I am King Ding Dong. I'm with Frankie Avalon here in the booth. We are at Bayside Bowl for the third and probably final Hungus 8K. It is October 13th, 2024. Please join us. We have some of the finest bowlers in all the land here for you in probably one of the best bowling alleys in all of the land as well. Bayside Bowl. Some great competitors here for you. We have some great matchups. Let's get those matchups up on the screen running across for you. Lanes 1 and 2, we have HBK versus Frosted Tips.
Yeah, be good matches.
Lanes 2, 3 and 4, it's El Nino versus Chapo. 5 and 6, we got Dr. Krankenstein versus Andrew Hall. And on 7 and 8, it's the Ripper versus Colonel Sanders.
Right,
Frankie, how are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling great. We're in our quarterfinals here. This is the last round of the best of 3 matches. Semifinals and finals are just one-game matches, which is a lot of pressure and a lot of fun when you're talking about bowling for $8,000. Everyone in this round is in the triple in the 4 digits, though. $1,000 to the losers of this round. And then everyone else is bowling for 3rd and 4th. They're a $2,000, second place for $4,000, and the top prize $8,000 to the champion. The field is absolutely loaded. We got some locals in it. We got touring pros in it. A little bit of everything in between. Phenomenal. I'm looking forward to it. So you gave everyone the matchups. I say while we're still in practice, let's give our predictions, get them out there. And how did we do last round anyways? Like, I called Danielle. Did we have a clean sweep for Danielle in the last round, I think? No, then you ended up winning that one. I think none of us got that one right.
Okay,
I think.
Yeah.
The other round, I think you had taken Steven.
I had taken, yeah.
You took Major, and I think actually Adam took Major. I took Splinter. So you guys got that one right. I took Ripcord. We all took Ripcord, but Bone, so we all got that one wrong. And then I took Hall. I think you took Grindem,
I took
right?
Grindem, yeah.
And Adam took Grindem as well. So
yeah.
I got that one right. So a little mixed bag in the last round. So let's see what we have for predictions in this round. Let's start on 1 and 2. Ding Dong, who do you like in that HBK Stephen Major match?
Well, just before we get into that, Frankie, I just want to remind everyone you're watching live on the Frankie and Ding Dong Show, live on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, or our Twitch stream. Please like, subscribe, and share so that way we can get more people in here. And don't hesitate to get in here on the comments. We'll get your comments on the screen. Stream this to the big screen.
Absolutely.
You know you want to. There's touring pros, local players, lots of great bowling, live bowling action from Bayside Bowl on 1 and 2. I love HBK, one of my favorite people in the world, but I got to tell you, the swing is getting looser and looser for Frosted Tips. I got to go with him.
We're down to 8.
We're down to 8. We're down
Frosted Tips for the win.
QDD coming in hot. She
She
says Frosted Tips all the way. So I'm not ready to go there with anyone yet. But, you know what? I'm going to be the contrarian.
It sounds like you're a
1 and 2.
little bit afraid of commitment with that statement.
Well, we haven't gotten all the way through the matchups yet. Give me a second, all right? So I like.
I'm just giving you
I know. I'm gonna go with HBK on 1 and 2 because I think HBK fresh coming in early. I think on the fresh oil, I think that helps HBK, especially with his speed and rip rate.
For sure.
And when they get a little trashy and nasty, I would like Frosted Tips, but give me HBK in that one in a tight match. And then I'll give you my prediction first on 3 and 4.
Okay, well, so before we get into that, I do have to be fair. I did have a conversation probably about an hour ago with HBK.
Okay.
He has a really, really great game plan coming into today.
Okay.
And, that I respect that. I love that guy. Is one of my favorite guys for sure. So I respect his game plan. I think it's a great way to come into today. Yeah. If it wasn't for, how loose Steven's getting on this pattern, I would go with HBK all day long.
And the only reason I'm really going against it is it's 1 and 2, which HBK can put that extra speed and gas on it on that lane if it starts to break down. I kind of like him on that pair. If it's a different pair of lanes, I might make a different prediction. I'm going to go to 3 and 4 matchup, and then I'm going to go with a full commitment like QDD did. I like AJ Chapman not only to win this match, I like AJ Chapman to win the whole thing.
Oh, now he's going full commitment.
Well, full commitment. That's a head and a heart.
Chapo. He's got
He's
Chapo.
got a little bit of bias there.
Might be a little bit of bias, but I mean, he's the 1 seed in this tournament.
Well,
So you're number 1 overall seed. So
Well, yeah.
But come on, let's be real. Him and Shane Tom.
How about we call it a max bias, because that shit is radical, baby.
good call, Ding Dong. Good call.
Yeah.
Wait, a nice tie-in there. I like that.
You like that? You like that?
I do.
Gotta give love to the sponsors, Brands of Brunswick. Also, Bullet Builders Pro Shop, providing free drilling to all of the raffle balls this season. Yesterday, won by Red Bush, one of our favorite people for sure. Congratulations, she won the Intense Mindset yesterday. What a great ball to add to her lineup. And thank you to Charlie Mitchell and to Bayside Bowl and the great staff here. What another great event, a major probably, if you will.
Yes, major title for sure. Absolutely.
And we will be awarding that title later on today, probably on the next stream or maybe the stream after. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends how many streams we feel like doing. So you got El Chapo going on 3 and 4. We have El Chapo against El Nino.
Yes, El Chapo against El Nino. It's the L match. So.
Yeah. So match up the L's. So here's my prediction there. I think I like Chapo just because he can get a little more ball speed.
Yep.
Although I'll tell you right now, if Arturo gets that look you got on 5 and 6, he's going to be tough to beat because that increases his miss room.
Yeah.
And we just got to make sure Chapo doesn't throw it through the break point.
And who do you like on the 5 and 6 matchup? So we both got Chapo in that one. Who do you like between Crank and Andrew?
Speaking of throwing it hard, Dr. Krankenstein is one of the best at that, and I got to take him. He's our boy, our fellow Beastie Bowler.
Beastie Bowler,
he
baby.
can throw it hard as well as anyone. I got him moving through. Oh, another Zen coming in with some frosted tips.
Wow. All right. So
says he has all the miss room.
He has he's getting loose, baby. Get loose. See, El Chapo is going to carry that. That's what I'm talking about, the extra ball speed.
And that's before that European ship develops.
You won't see El Nino carrying a strike like that.
Right. I mean, he can get it up in the pipe close to that 17-mile-an-hour range down lane. So, and that's what he was doing yesterday when he was the 1 seed for this whole thing, was being able to, throw it a little harder if he had to. He could stay in urethane, and it still reacted great for him. So, Frank.
All right. 6-2. So we have some comments coming in. The bowling shop tournaments is at James Yapping. I don't know who the fuck James is, but we have Frankie Ablon here with me. I am
It is James Yapping.
And this is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. So we have Cousin It coming back in. May is up.
Oh, yeah, Drake May for the Patriots. He's talking about the Pats game.
Okay. I have no idea what that is.
Fine.
Daquan is, I believe it's going to be Frosted Tips versus the Ripper in the final.
That's a good prediction. All right, so I got to get to you went with Frank on 5 and 6,
then
right?
Alan, bowling shop.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, Alan, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, what's up?
So we got Crank against Andrew. You got Crank in that one. So Beastie Bowlers, we got to stay Beastie Bowler on Beastie Bowler here.
Is that even possible? The Ripper?
Yes, it is, because they're on opposite sides.
Okay,
yep,
they are on opposite sides of the bracket. All right.
So on that matchup, I can't go against a fellow Beastie Bowler. I've known Crank forever, and I love Andrew. I love his game, but I'm gonna go with the Beastie Bowler Krankenstein on that one. So, and then on 7 and 8, we got the Ripper versus Colonel Sanders. And the Colonel tied for first. He was basically the 2 seed, but basically because of the low game requirement. So the Ripper on 7 and 8, I think on 7 and 8 is a little bit more favorable to the lefties on lane 8. I think the righties on lane 8 have a little harder time getting.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So I would say I'll go with the Ripper in that one, but I think it's gonna be close. I think that match will be back and forth. I think we'll see one game go one way, one go the other, and game 3 will come down to the 10th frame. But I'll give me the Ripper in 2-1 match.
So to, as you would say, be the contrarian, I'm going to go with Colonel Sanders just because
that's a great pick. Yeah.
I know he is in the theorem, and I know that ball looks good on this pattern.
Yeah,
and
he used it all day yesterday. So yeah.
And he's not afraid to create different types of shape. He's
absolutely.
probably our smoothest two-hander we have in the state of Maine.
Oh, there's no question. He's amazing. He throws it. He can really trick the ball different ways too. He can get around it. He can get up it. So that's a couple of different tools in his toolbox.
For sure.
So I do like that pick. I mean, again, I think it's close.
So, I mean, I think HBK has more speed and rev rate, but he doesn't have the smoothness that Colonel Sanders brings.
Yeah, Colonel can kind of soft wheel it a little better if he needs to. So
absolutely. So it's good to see some people getting in here. Make sure you're sharing this to your pages. Put it up on the big screen.
Just kind of hit that little break on that lane 3. Didn't quite. That was 1691. The ball never quite got to that spot. Lane 3 can kind of get that little
breaking
bit of a
up.
That was a
big potato.
Count. Big potato broken up. Just a 10-pin for him on that one. So Chapo facing a bucket there. No, HBK. I think he should have started with the urethane. He started with the resin, goes split, goes to the perp daddy, goes 4-backer.
Yeah.
And he just literally just sent pins flying everywhere on that shot. But HBK down early, 42 pins, 32 after striking there. But
that's going to have to get changed.
How would you like me to send you the dates? Email or do a text message?
Email, please. And then, like I said, a couple of dates for.
I already got that. Dates. I already.
Yeah.
I knew you wanted that.
So Brandon Bone leaves the 10-pin but picks it up. We got Stephen Major on the front 5 now.
Yeah, we give the
Frosted
nicknames.
tips. Alan asks, who gives the nicknames? They come organically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's just and Alan, I love Alan. He's down in Texas, living near AJ and Avery. So
okay.
Yep. Right on. So thanks for tuning in, Alan.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
Alan's just such a nice guy. I love Alan. So had a lot of fun when we hung out at his house down there. So good time.
Nino creeping heavy. Lucky to just leave 9-pin.
Yeah. So Nino up 3. That was a nice conversion on that bucket by.
Look at Frosted Tips. He
Man, front 7 for Frosted. I'll tell you, he is absolutely dialed in right now. He's looking pretty incredible. He's trying to like huff and puff and blow your house down like the big bad wolf here. I mean, he doesn't care about bricks.
I love that reference. Him coming off a fresh brick last round. And if you guys know, at Bayside, a brick is a good thing. Unlike basketball, if you get a brick at Bayside,
a brick is a bad thing in basketball, brother.
It is a 300, and we had one of those from Frosted Tips last round.
Yeah, we were saying Matt Fredette said equals Ed Sheeran. Yeah, I think his name is not Ed Sheeran on Instagram, which is hilarious.
Yes, not Ed Sheeran, and I see that because there is a lookalike kind of thing going on. John checking in. Let's go, AJ.
That's right, John Chapman. AJ's
good to hear from you,
John,
buddy.
Good to. I'm glad that hopefully you and Sheila are tuning in, hanging out. So love hearing from you guys, and hope all is well out there in Iowa. Big win by Iowa yesterday. Football. That was a nice game.
Oh, again, something I know nothing about. Wrap 10.
As my degeneracy has gotten worse over the years, I know a lot more about different sports. I know a lot more about like women's overseas Korean basketball than I ever used to. Nino with a nice. He's in a pitch play. So both guys in urethane right now. Not a surprise to start. I mean, we'll see. HBK scouting out the 4. Andrew Hall with the perp daddy on lane 6. Looks good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Looks good. So he takes an early 14-pin lead.
Craig's had a couple bad frames on there.
Yeah, actually, no, excuse me.
3
he
frames
takes an early 34-pin lead, can make it 24, can make it 34. Sorry. Yes, I can't speak right now. Yeah, see, AJ did a great job getting that one to the right and shaping it. Speed was perfect, 16:48.
Oh shit, that's out, and he gets it to go.
He's got 3 boards. They all have arrows on them.
Yeah, baby, that's the front 8 for Frosted Tips on 1 and 2.
So
we might have to bring that up as a full screen if he does this again.
Right, 7 and 8 matchup. We have the Ripper down 10 pins right now to Colonel Sanders, who started with spare, double spare. The Ripper strike in 2 spares.
Andrew Hall putting that shit on everything.
He does,
in the lead.
Yeah,
here
he's
in this first
doubling
round
up Frank's score right now. He's basically 88 to 44 to the 4th. Ooh, and a wrap 7 for
Yeah.
that's not a good sign for
That was
the Ripper.
ugly.
Yeah.
That looked terrible.
Let's see. Chapo fed that one right. Does it recover? Oh! 10 pin forward.
Sniped it. Sweep the leg.
Oh, that's what that's what we call Lincoln style, from behind.
Look at
That's the old
fucking frosted tips with the front 9, fresh off the brick. That boy should drive an old Volvo, man. He's laying bricks.
Oh, so nice. Brandon kicking that one out of the back. Oh, chicken bucket on lane 2 for HBK.
I mean, he should start fishing around because he's already lost his first round. Let's update the ticker for everyone.
Yes, sir. So these matches are all best 2 out of 3. Total pins only comes into play if it's a tie match, 1.5, 1.5. Then total pins carries the day, as they say. Nino fed that right in a hurry. Oh, and gets the 9 pin out late. I thought that might be a high flush 7-9. The 7 actually got scouted out with the 9 at the same time.
Yeah. Remember, race to 2 points here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, great spare there for HBK. But like we
Crank
said,
with a nice comeback. Big double there for Crank to come back off the open in the 4th frame. So
he needs some
shaving
help.
it down to 34 pins right now. And I think it's going to take a little bit for the Ripper shot to develop. Again, he's using that feign on the fresh. And that's kind of got better for him against Ripcord as he went along.
The Widow? Should he
It looks
fall
like
down maybe to the perp?
Like the perp. The perp might be a good option to kind of until they kind of smooth out a little bit. Then as you push a little down, then you could go to the Widow because it's going to shape on the back better. So
right. More
it
core,
might not be a bad idea. Yeah,
ASIM.
more core. Yep, absolutely. So let's see what Nino does here.
Rolled that one pretty good.
Yeah, it was late though. You could tell he was trying to help, but you see him wave his hand. He knew that he didn't quite catch it. In lane 3, you have to catch it because that's what happened to Chap Daddy in the 3rd frame. Was he had left that bucket because it didn't get to that spot.
Andrew Hall
looking good right there. Gets it back up to 44 pins with that strike. So I think the Ripper, you're going to see like Colonel needs to take advantage in game 1 and jump out to that 1-0 lead because you don't want him to sneak one out on you as his shot develops and gets better. So if Colonel can get that game 1, that would be fantastic for him. So Nino makes a spare. Andrew Hall taking a re-rack, which the 6 pin on lane 5 that time was pretty badly off spot. So I don't mind that re-rack at all. That's a little better, not great, but
that was a good shot with the vibe for
the same
HBK on lane 1 now.
Did he switch to the Ocean?
It looked like the Ocean vibe.
He tried that earlier too. So 205. So HBK loses game 1. Frosted tips with front 9 right now. So
if he gets to 11 again, we're gonna go full screen.
Andrew Hall with the strike there.
He's Yahtzee.
Oh,
all right.
4-6 in the tank, but nice run by Steven.
Great run.
Oh, Colonel coming a little high on that one, just a pinch.
He finished that one up. I was going to tell him he should have bowled the Masters in 2007, except that he was like 9.
Right.
That might not have worked.
Was he even born yet?
Barely.
He's still in grade school.
All right.
So a 266-205 win for game 1 for Stephen Major. Frosted tips. Crank starting to get his groove now.
Yeah, he is.
Crank with a nice 3-bagger, cutting it back to 34. Can actually cut it to 24 here and put just a little bit of pressure on Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, he needs this one,
Not
and
a
he
ton,
needs a little bit of help.
pressure. Chapo can take the lead here with a strike. Great shot. I mean, that was literally split.
Putting that shit on
8-9.
everything. That was beautiful.
That's the best ball reaction you can get right there. The ball goes right through, splits the 8-9, takes the lead right now on El Nino. 8-pin lead right now for Chap Daddy. Can make it 18 with a strike.
HBK did start with the Ocean vibe, but leaves it.
Almost got the 9-pin out on a
helicopter.
drag slow rack.
Yeah, that was like the elderly helicopter
Right.
there.
The eldercopter.
Somebody put, diesel fuel in, but they also poured in some dirty dishwater or something,
Isn't that the same thing?
Not nowadays. Diesel's like expensive.
Oh, he fed that one right.
Oh,
Gets a Hungus.
Tipping the 2-pin forward to fire up the grill.
18-pin lead now
So,
for Chapo.
speaking of firing up the grill, Frankenstein fired it up.
He did. But Andrew
yeah,
answers right back with a Moosehead 6-pack.
Yeah, Andrew staying on the gas. As long as Andrew stays with the gas down, it's not much that Crank can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 44-pin lead still for Andrew right now. That Crank can really have any shot. Andrew either needs to go like massive big four or something.
So the Ripper is stepping up on lane 8. Chapo's going to get his ball away first on 4, though. Oh, great shot for Chapo. Not Chapo, sorry, that was Nino. I got my L's mixed up because I was focused on the Ripper. And speaking of the Ripper, he trips the whole back row on that shot. Great strike there. That is a tight-ass match.
And the building's been so cold that probably makes a difference, most of the day.
So Ripper is now 97 in the 5th with a strike in the 6th. Colonel Sanders is 108 in the 5th, strike in the 6th. So it's an 11-pin match over there. Andrew Hall stepping up on the 6-pack. Let's see if we can put a 7th one.
Right.
Oh, gets the light shaker on lane 5 to go. Looks like Andrew is going to get the win there.
Yeah, I like that.
El Nino.
I like what you're saying now.
El Nino with the strike.
Yeah, so Nino cutting back into that lead. So now it's just an 8-pin lead for Chap Daddy. El Nino. Right now, Chap Daddy can shoot 276, but El Nino can still go 258. That's a big match right there.
That is a big match. Yeah.
Crank looks like he's kind of found his groove. Oh, Ripper 7. That was a great shot.
So we're going to give 1 to Andrew Hall. It's up against the ticker.
Yep, Andrew is up 1-0 now on Crank. That game is over. And then on 7 and 8, we got a real interesting one because the Ripper threw a double. He was down 11, but now he's down just 1. So there it is. Great shot by Chapo.
All right, we have a couple of comments coming in.
Yeah, it's basically a race to 2, Alan. So best of 3, race to 2, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
If it's tied 1.5 after 3 games, then it goes to total pinfall for the win. But yeah, basically a race to 2.
And then Brandon supporting Colonel Sanders says Shano all day.
Yes,
so Shano just left the loaded baked potato on lane 8.
That's why the only reason that I had taken because it was on that pair of lanes. I think in lane 8 for the righties, it doesn't always come off that spot down lane the way it's supposed to. So, and I think, maybe.
We tried for it.
I would have tried for it there too. You're in a match where you really have to. Your opponent's on a double, so.
Chapo spending the
that's
dollar.
Right. Yeah, that's all right. Spend the dollar. It's worth it. You can come to the barbecue. It's fine. So we talked actually between frames. He actually is switching to the black 78 on lane 3 and squaring up a little because he feels like the purple's just not coming off the spot down like where he wants it to on lane 3. So he's just going to kind of shim it in a little bit on that lane, which makes sense because lane 3, we know that lane can be kind of lazy.
Yeah, but shimming it in is that going to end up hitting him into a little bit more oil and then asking for the 710?
Well, I think he's moving his feet right a little bit too to kind of square everything up.
All right.
Yeah, he said he was going to square it up a little bit. So. Oh, that was a great shot.
4-pin.
Wow. You don't see a light 4-pin too often. All right, so let's reset it here. So he can still, if he spares this, which he should, great spare shooter, he can go spare, he can go off the sheet for 255. But now Destiny's in Arturo's hands. He can go off the sheet for 258.
So speaking of running out of wood, looks like Colonel Sanders might be running out of wood against the Ripper over here. If Ripper throws another one, right?
Ripper strikes here, it's going to be tough. But Colonel's can still go 224, and Ripper is at 2 right now, only 2-0 pace. But obviously,
but he has to
strike.
double, though,
he can
right?
strike out for 247.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I mean, it's there it is. Oh yes, thank you, Dawn.
So be careful.
All right, thank you. I'm going to go bring it over to AM. She can eat, and then I'll just get it after.
All right, great spare by El Chapo there. He's in the lead in that match. It looks like he's going to do pretty well and finish. Frankenstein getting lined up for the next game. He's down, but he's not out.
Who is that?
Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Crank's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, he just threw a nice one on 5.
I mean, really, a couple that blower 7, and I mean, that other one was a good shot, too. So, I mean, his last 7 shots were incredible. So he's not in a bad spot. Yeah, that was way
Nino,
left by
yeah.
Nino. That looked like he really latched on that one pretty hard. So tried to help it a
Ripper.
little bit, I think.
Got the strike, puts that shit on everything.
So Nino down 20 still, even if he marks this. So he's in.
Mercy Hearst invite.
The Mercyhurst invite, yeah, the old 6-9-10.
Yeah.
We call it. So Zen's first tournament was the Mercyhurst invites last week, and I saw that spare left by righties more than I've ever
This
seen.
is a hard spare right here. Easy one to chop.
Oh.
And that's pretty much going to end this game. That's going to mean Chapo. I mean, basically, El Nino can only strike out for 222. 220, yeah. So he's already in the 230s. So, I mean, AJ can basically, if he wants to, play around in the 10th frame, and no matter what, AJ's going to get.
Looks like Nino's going to get a look at something else anyways.
Yeah.
He's already succumbed in this
Right.
match.
Yeah, because even if he strikes out, I mean, Chapman just has to keep it on the lane. The Ripper.
Oh!
Lower 710. That match all of a sudden just changed on a dime. 183, yeah. So now it's in Colonel's hands. If he doesn't make this 710, Colonel can step up and strike out 9th and 10th and basically steal game 1.
Wow, that's amazing.
But if anyone can make it, it would be the Ripper.
Look at Andrew Hall
Dude,
finishing
he
out
is
that
shaping
game.
that so good.
What is that, an 8-bagger, 9-bagger to finish the game?
That would be a 10-bagger.
10.
11 strike, 268. Oh, he almost made
Wow.
it. The head went right behind the 10 pin. He almost made that.
Did you just say head behind the 10 pin?
Head behind the 10.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Meet
All
me
right.
behind the 10 pin, girls.
Right. Meet me behind the 10 pin.
Head behind the 10 pin.
Nino trying to curve some resin here.
Oh,
That didn't look bad. I mean, that was
didn't
2 in a
look
row that were both kind of light pocket mixers, which is, that's when you know you're in a probably fairly decent ball reaction. So,
All right,
Right on,
starting
Andrew. Nice game, dude.
game 2
nice game.
here on 5 and 6. Frankenstein gets a
Right.
strike.
All right, Crank.
HBK with the double up against Frosted Tips, who is not having as much success this game.
Oh, Colonel.
Colonel got the strike in the 9th, doubling up. That's a huge double
Outside,
over there.
outside potential for a tie in this game.
Oh, that was outside. Oh,
By the way.
that looked
Wow, Nino really curving that.
Yeah, I think he
resin.
liked that a lot. I think he will not be using urethane the rest of this match.
If he gets that reaction with the resin, then he could be could be trouble.
Yep.
Because he loves to curve it, and this pattern, once you can
Yep.
get that look, it's going to open up the lane for him. I think.
Yep.
We've seen Steven do it all day today.
Look at that. Andrew Hall
But,
just
I
coming
mean,
back.
You know, you throw quality shots with urethane. Andrew Hall is showing you that
And he's
works,
curving
too.
the urethane pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's curving really nice for him.
Wow, that's
and you
a
see-
lot of room.
Yeah.
And it's
Ooh.
getting there. Oh.
That's all right. I mean, I think he might have been testing the waters because that game was already over. So I would have done the same thing. Like, let's see how much room do I have to curve the urethane? You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that was.
And
a
I might
lot
see
of
him.
room.
I
That
might
was a
see him
lot of
take a resin ball, like maybe like his web or something out here on the fill ball, just to see. Spare this up and then
room.
kinda see what you got.
Sanders
All right, so
got
Sanders right
another
now,
one.
if he strikes here.
Order room service.
Oh, is it Ange all done eating?
Yes.
Thank
Sanders
you.
getting the first one in the 10th.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just throwing a great shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, you can see the smoothness of that player from here. Oh, that needs to hurry,
Yeah.
and it does.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't like it off his hand, but that was pretty solid.
Fingers up in America for some free drinks here. You're not going to get them.
HBK.
HBK
wow.
with the ocean vibe, throwing the 4-pin around.
All
That
right.
was awesome.
This is for the game right here for Sanders.
Come on, Sanders, let's go.
9 spare. He can't be. They could actually have a tie. A strike for the win.
Let's
Good
do
shot,
it,
good
Sanders.
shot.
Oh, 9-pin
All right,
refusing
but this is a huge
to
spare.
fall.
A make here means he cannot lose the game if he makes it, because that's 213. That means the best that the Ripper could do is strike out the tie.
Frankenstein stepping up on 6, rolled it great. Wow, that was HBK! Lighten up the grill.
Great shot.
Fired up.
So HBK now actually takes the lead for the first time in the match. There we go.
Wow, that looked
went
great.
Went to the crusher on the film.
That looked amazing.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
we talked about this before. I throw urethane, and yes, I strike. But the resin strikes are just more impressive. I'm sorry,
Right.
they're more impressive.
Also, I thought you were
So, by the way, Sanders made that spare. He's going to force the Ripper to strike out to tie.
Yeah.
The Ripper does not carry. We're going to give that first game to Colonel Sanders.
Colonel
Let's
Sanders.
update the ticker.
Sanders with 1-0 in that one. So we highlight that.
Wow.
So again, that's what I was saying
What
before.
a fucking match.
I said he can't allow the Ripper to steal that first game from him because the Ripper, usually his look starts to get better with the urethane.
Yeah.
So Sanders had to get game 1. He gets game 1. And
Check out this match now in game 2 on 5 and 6.
I know, this
No
is
one
awesome.
has
I love
missed
this
yet.
shit. I love
It's
it. I want to
amazing.
keep seeing it going.
Oh, that turned early. Oh, and it stone 9. You saw it hook early, and it
AJ
stone that
making the
9.
move out of urethane here. He's going to the crusher.
Oh, baby. Let's do this. Oh, frosted tips. Huge double over there to keep some pressure on. Oh, tomahawk. Andrew Hall with a great pickup there on the 9-pin. HBK gets
Wow,
it a
he
little
just got-
in and
he
leaves the
just-
Mercy Hearst open.
So HBK now down 5 pins right now. He technically says he has a 5-pin lead, but with frosted tips with the double gives him the 5-pin lead going into the 9.
And this is a terrible spare to shoot.
This spare
I gotta
is
say.
not fun.
All right, so Alan checking in. Sorry, guys, just woke up from watching Iowa football game yesterday. Moving on to watching
Side of
paint
grass
dry
growing.
side of grass garden later. Okay, my hand is raised. We got
Oh,
Dimebag checking in. Let's go,
Wow, that
Case
lane's still super
Sanders.
lazy. Even that
He
crusher
got
didn't
that
come off in our lane.
smoothness from his dad. Dimebag says. Andrew Hall. He liked that one, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got
I
the
like
10
that
pin to
one
slap
too.
out. Yep.
Yeah, that looked great. Chapo leaves a 4-pin.
That's a big spare there for HBK. He needed to have that. Down 5 right now, but if he strikes in the 9th, he's going to make frosted tips stay on the gas.
Yeah.
This is the big one.
For
Got
sure.
to have this in the 9th, and not having to finish on lane 1 would be pretty advantageous.
So Colonel Sanders is going to start the match this round against the Ripper. Oh, what a shot by
amazing.
HBK.
HBK with a great shot there.
Oh, modified Aberlon over there for Colonel Sanders. to
Modified
start.
Avalon. That's the Abra. That's
Yeah.
it.
No lawn.
No
Peel the
lawn.
skin off before the bone.
It puts the lotion
So,
in the
John-
basket or it gets the hose again.
John checking back in. Alan, go Hawkeyes.
Jim.
It's an Iowa thing. So Crank didn't like it that much, but it still struck for him. He has lit up the grill.
Happened 6, 5, 6.
Crank lost. Andrew beat him pretty good. Andrew shot 10 strike, 268. 11 strike, 268. Sorry, because he had an open in the second, but he strike
Yes.
open 10 bagger. And then, so Crank threw it good at the end of the game. He kind of got lined up. So,
Frosted Tips putting that shit on everything.
yes, he did.
Soldier Boy.
Diane checking in. Great job, Shane. You got this.
we'll
So
see what happens here.
Sanders missed that split. He got the.
Oh, he hated that one.
Oh!
The old Yahtzee action.
Crank that, Soldier Boy.
Take it and run, baby. Take it and run.
10 is 10, baby.
So we have an even match in the Tap Daddy El Nino game. Strikes there for both.
Tips leaving 10 pin, and he's not happy about it.
So I think what we're seeing on 3 and 4 might be both bowlers kind of fighting around that urethane transition that was created. So they're kind of both in resin right now, but it's like finding that spot with the resin that kind of shapes to the right spot. You know what I mean? Trying to use the. Yes,
spot
Jimmy.
that the
This
girls
is
like.
this is game 2 for all the matches right now.
Yes, it is. Yeah. We need a ball return on 3 and 4 if we could. Yeah, Greg is on it. So Andrew Hall leaving a really unimpressive 10 pin there. I didn't like that shot.
Yeah, that one. So it might be getting to the point in that match where you might see Andrew go to like the Rattler or something.
The Ripper throwing an impressive
Again.
strike.
Right. So Shane had to get game 1 because again that kind of
Brandon
see the
saying,
Ripper's shape develop.
Sup,
And then,
Jimmy Bones. I assume he's talking to Splinter.
Parker's kid woke up and chose violence today. I'm just saying.
Andrew
makes
great spare
a
shooter.
Yeah.
Parker's kid woke up and he chose.
Oh, that's
violence.
left. Oh,
he had to
crosses
have it.
over 5 pin.
So Frosted Tips is going to move on. 2-0 win.
Let's
Over
update the
HBK.
ticker.
That was
for
a
you
very
guys.
fastly bowled game.
Yes, it was.
All right, so
Lots of strikes
We have,
thrown over there.
we have
Frosted Tips moving
he will
on.
move on.
Who'd you get?
He'll get the winner of the AJ
To the
Nino
semis,
match.
right?
Either way, those are the best
That's-
bowlers going.
yeah,
right
that's
now.
a-
Colonel
they're all
Sanders
right.
leaving the
Bracket.
Wheaty
Those are the
baby
best ones
split
going
on
right
lane
now.
8. He's finding that lane 8 is not great to the righties.
Oh, Andrew with a great shot. He's so smooth and so good. I mean, at the bottom, he's just so solid.
Oh yeah, just
so solid.
great.
The left child of a new mother.
You know what Andrew's handle is
El
on Instagram?
Nino threw a
Not
great
Ed
one.
Sheeran. That's his handle. It's so good.
I'll bite. I got you.
HBK finishing his day with a strike. Great bowling by him.
Yep.
He just ran into probably the hottest bowler in the building, arguably right now. Oh, Krankenstein!
Crack open the Moosehead 6-pack.
Crank
So,
that, soldier boy.
Maybe Krankenstein's like, hey, maybe there's another hot bowler in the building that
Yeah.
you guys haven't
Right
been
here,
talking about. And it's me.
Tis me.
It's the doctor. And he's doctoring up 5 and 6 right now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, rapper.
Wow. Little rapper. I don't know if that ball reaction's a little late.
Yeah. I think he, I'm not digging
That big
the
ace
crusher.
That's why the change.
Colonel Sanders still in the theorem.
They both got out of urethane.
Gets
They both
the
went
strike.
to
Yeah, I saw that. You need to explain it to a no. So.
once
Dr.
the urethane starts to pick
Krankenstein
up and just don't go through
wraps
the
it.
pin and it starts deflecting this way. You want to get to the resins, which clear the front and
I
save
did
more
see
for the
that.
bowls. Yeah,
So,
yeah, that was why.
like,
Yeah,
well, there has to be a
Krankenstein's-
reason that they both saw it. So.
he had a nice run.
Yeah,
He,
40-pin lead right now for Krankenstein, so he's pretty good shape. AJ with a nice spare on lane 4. He's down 1 to Nino. So again, a close match there as well.
the Ripper.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Ripper. By the way,
Violence.
what did Frankie say about how
This
the
kid
urethane
woke
develops?
up and he chose violence.
Some days you just wake up and that's how it is.
I saw a ball hit 27 today. So.
Yeah.
Frank,
Speaking of
I'm going to say that's
violence,
going to be
Crank-
about 22, 23 in that
Crank
ballpark.
can
I'm guessing.
choose some
Or
violence.
24.75.
Yeah.
He can pipe it. I've seen Crank get it up there
I'll
pretty
say,
good.
I've seen him crank one out.
Oh,
on stairs.
we got a new ball coming out. It's a
That's
green
the web.
ball. The web.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the one I
yeah.
thought he might transition
The
to.
web curl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that ball definitely has
Yeah,
better.
that's one of his favorite
Yeah,
balls.
and that ball saves a little bit. It'll shape better than that ace-sim down lane. Yeah.
Oh, that was in, but the Ripper gets it to go.
Yeah, that was Jack the Ripper on that one.
He said he needs to leave Jack out
And
of
those pins were like a London.
Leave Jack out of it. Is that
That's what he said, yeah. So 6 Caliber checking in. Crank got hot during the 230 squad yesterday. Let's go!
Yeah,
Oh,
there
El
we go.
Chapo. Wow, that was a good look.
Yeah,
That was a good look.
that was the
What
one.
was that?
That was
the
that
one.
was like, trucking many kilos of coke over the border type of El Chapo.
And speaking about Mexico,
Andrew
Oh!
Hall with a dig with Aberlon on 6.
Aberlon on 6.
Aberlon on 6.
Would he just get a hold of that one, you think?
Yeah, just kind of. Yeah, he really caught it all, like a lot.
Caught it all and a lot. And that was too much. All right, so Nino, how is he going to respond here? He's almost got like a two-hander stance now. You see that when he starts?
That's a whole lot of.
Wow!
Wow.
That covered some
was a-
area,
That was a whole
and
lot of.
I was thinking I was going to wrap 10, but it got to 10.
All right, there we go.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel picking up a double, coming on to lane 7. Put a little bit of pressure back here on.
Looks like Andrew Hall was going for count there.
I think he just tugged his spare shot, honestly, a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think he starts to experiment at
I
this
would.
point?
Right here, Crank sitting on a 54-pin lead with 3 frames to go. This is definitely where I'd make a ball change and try something else. Absolutely. I would be very surprised if he didn't.
Looks like he's got the Rattler new in his
That
hand.
makes a lot of sense because that was really a good go-to for him last round when he got out of urethane.
It was like,
So Nino lowered his backswing and is starting to really shape it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Puts that
really
shit on
creating
everything.
a lot of angle, too. Oh,
wow, throwing pins
Yeah.
around.
The 10
Almost
pin
like
went
it was a
forward
thick
on
shell.
Yeah, that was one. The 10 pin went forward on that. Yeah,
See,
John, Chap Daddy Webb. That's right. Using
Yes.
that web pearl. I bet he goes to it on this lane, too.
Sanders, he's not dead yet. Puts that shit on everything.
Oh, yeah. There
See,
it is.
that ball
There it is.
gets the 10 out.
Yeah.
Where the other one, the Crusher, was just quitting just before and not able to
That
get
big
that 10
A7
out.
just picks up a little faster and just didn't have enough going through.
Yeah, just too forward.
I mean,
Frankenstein, let's go. Oh,
Really?
dude, that was pretty. I've seen Frankenstein throw a lot of strikes. That was pretty.
like probably this pattern with another extra 5 or 6 mils, the Crusher probably looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
So the Ripper still
front 5
has
for the Ripper.
the foot on the accelerator
Yeah,
pedal.
31 pin lead for the Ripper through 5. All right, we see,
Yeah,
Chap
he's starting
Daddy
to
gets
wipe it a
comfortable
little more,
here,
huh?
and he looks comfortable with that web pearl. Then Arturo's gonna have his hands full.
Oh, he rolled that one good.
Yeah!
Whoa!
Put that shit on everything.
They got some Wichita in the fucking place.
Ooh, in the hoozle.
There is some
There we
Wichita.
go.
Wichita and the hoozle. Go ahead.
Crank got it in. Oh shit! Is that that's a 6 count? So Crank leaving the Durban on lane 5. He got a little grabby on that one. The Ripper. See if he can keep ripping him. He does.
Damn it, JJ.
Oh, blood's been shed over there.
Yeah.
Blood has been shed.
Let's see if Nino really carving up the lane right now.
He's seeing a little more shape on
Yeah.
4 too. So
Yeah, he's really curving it on lane 4.
He,
The issue on lane 3
fires
is
up
that
the grill.
sometimes on lane 3, if you're trying to curve it that hard, you're going to start seeing some wrapper 10s because it just doesn't, or even some flat 10s possibly. Come
or
on,
even
Frank.
the 710. Dare we say?
Right.
Looks like Nino's going to take
What's
a
that?
re-rack on 3.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That web pearl looks dope right now, though. I love the shape. Yeah.
First one through there was like, okay, so second one, way there. I was like, no, there, I didn't scream.
Right.
All right, Sanders stepping up on 8. Oh, no.
Oh, the old freeze jab,
the old
210 to Sanders there. We'll see. I'll be curious what Nino does here, like on lane 3. Oh, Andrew scouting
get out
the
of there,
9
pin.
pin come off the wall, just mowing it down. That was in.
Kept that tight.
Wow.
He
And
kept
he's got
that
some
tight.
area.
Yeah.
He's got some area. So Chap Daddy going to have to really keep the heat on him. Oh, maybe.
Oh, Sanders going for it.
I mean, I don't,
He needs to
I bet
at
he
this
had
point,
to at
yeah.
that point, right?
He needs a lot of help to get to make
Now, is
it
this
not
experiment
get
time
into
for
game
Sanders
3.
at this point? Trying
I would
something
say.
else?
Oh, Andrew's ball got off his hand way right, and did not. No way that.
So we
shot.
got one for Crank. That one's going to 3. Crank just took game 2.
All right, let's update the ticker.
So this is going to be 1-1 now because Crank just took this one. That one right now looks like it's going to be 1-1 because AJ won that. Yep. Won the first one. Yep.
All right, ticker's now updated. AJ.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, El Nino v El Chapo. El Chapo 1-0.
So El Chapo firing up the grill with that hamburger sandwich.
All right.
Both got 4 in a row.
So we got a 1-1
Actually,
match
it looks
on
like
5 and 6.
Nino's got 5.
Oh.
He does, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nino's
I
got a
can't count.
5-bagger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Chapo
because
trying to get
of
to a 5-bagger.
numbers.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers
Numbers
are
are
hard.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. I math
Bowling
with 2
math
F's.
is hard.
Math.
Oh wow, looks like the Ripper got slow on that one,
Yeah.
and it does not get out to 7.
18.12. Is that slow?
Well,
So
I
he
don't
said,
know. He was
so the Ripper-
18.5 on the last one on that lane.
So maybe you're right.
Oh, that did everything right. That did everything right.
Now we got a pair of Yahtzees here on
Yahtzee
3 and
time.
4.
Yahtzee.
Oh, it looks like the perp.
Yep, he tried to kind of bend the purple. I mean, he was just trying something on the fill. I don't blame him. I mean, you got to try something. You want some thoughts here, Ding Dong?
Oh, but so.
Yeah, go for it. I got plenty of them. Getting pretty close. All right. Nino with a
Sam is
1-pin
up one,
lead right now.
Sam is up 1-0.
Can make it 11 with a strike. The Ripper by 7 pin.
That was
nice
27.
knowing you. That pin's out in the back lot now. She going.
She go. Bye-bye now.
All right,
Go
Nino.
home now.
Nino with that one was in a little bit.
Oh! Nino with the 6
Got away
back.
with that one. I think if he had his druthers, he would tell you that was not great.
Big wheel keep on moving.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, a little Proud Mary ball on 4.
Proud Mary ball.
Right,
No.
sound something?
Thanks, Jim.
You know who's
Thanks,
proud right now is Dr. Frankenstein's kid should be proud of the way he's bowling right now.
update. Right now we have.
Yes.
I don't know.
I got
I
this.
said fast.
Wait, were you two are together? You two are together? I don't get it.
Popped up on
I got you.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Oh, that's funny.
I get it.
I got you.
See if Nino can continue.
Yeah, Nino controls his own destiny if he strikes here.
Oh, 9 pin.
So that's kind of like that payback off the shot that he knew he missed on the other lane. Then he goes a great shot, 9 pins. Oh, crank, but it didn't matter. That one's over for that game.
I'd rather have that now than
Yeah.
in the frame one.
But I mean, that was a good shot by Nino. It was just, you could tell it was kind of a pinch in, maybe just a hair soft from where he was. The right lane, he knew that he kind of missed it out and it still recovered. So, I mean, that's the things, right? You have to take the good with the bad. You get a good one, good break on the right lane, bad break on the left lane. And now Chap Daddy controls his own destiny.
Too
El
much
Nino.
conditioner and that hair was soft.
So Nino can go 259.
It was a hair soft, yeah.
Yeah, too much conditioner.
So 259 potential for Nino.
No.
That didn't matter.
It's all right. That game's,
So they go to game 3, 1-1 in that
He's
one.
gonna fucking mash one every
They're
27.
going to game 3.
So I didn't like the 3-pin in that rack. Maybe the 3-6 separation, not great in that one, but that's a good re-rack I think there by AJ.
Oh, Sanders.
Colonel going
goes
back to
strike.
urethane there, going back to the perp. I mean, he hasn't tried. I mean, he had been in the theorem the whole time. So I mean, again, experiment time for Colonel there.
We
I mean,
talked
that
about it,
game's
yeah.
pretty much over. So we'll see.
All right, so game 3 starting on 5 and 6.
Andrew going with the perp, going to shape it. Oh, that looked good. That looked really good.
Starts with a strike.
Yeah, kind of caves that 4-pin back, which means he's got a little bit of room if he needed to move left. So that's not bad. It gives him his best chance, really, I think, right now. See, AJ controls his own destiny right here. He can strike out 9th and 10th for 269 to shut out Arturo and move on. He fed it to the spot. And it didn't do what it needed to do.
He got it down a little early. And
Down 11,
just
but
did not respond.
yeah. And normally 4 shapes really well. That one just was a little lazy. Yeah, but maybe he didn't quite catch it all or something. It's hard to say. But so if he spares here, he'll be down 11 going into the 10th. So basically, he can strike out for 248, which would force a strike spare by El Nino to win by 1 this game. So.
When do the good bowlers start bowling?
Well,
Did you want to get out there with your basket of oil?
I know this is a cute game.
right. So great spare there. I mean, Chap Daddy's a great spare shooter. So I'm surprised that both of these guys. I mean, clean game here going to the 10th, 248 on the books potential, and really I think the pin count's huge. So I think not only does AJ need the double, he needs to get the 3.
I'm giving the Ripper game 2.
Yes, Ripper's got game 2. That one's locked up, so that's going to go to game 3 on 7 and 8. Ooh, crank, and it falls off the deck on that 10 pin on the messenger. So we got.
Now this game is not decided yet on 3 and 4.
No, so again, like I said, AJ can strike out for 248. That was a big one. But all 3 would force Arturo to strike on the first ball and then spare on the second one. Anything less than that, potential tie or a loss. So. I mean, neither guy has missed a pocket this game. They've both been just throwing seeds down there, throwing the ball great. Oh, we got one.
Oh, absolutely.
We got the comments coming in here. Come on, Crank. J-roll.
Thunder.
J-roll. All right, so
Come on,
the
Frank,
Ripper,
on it.
the
Let's
the Ripper with that strike, if he strikes on the fill ball, will be 279 this game. So the Ripper in a good spot. Big shot there by Chap Daddy. Big shot. And this is the biggest one because this is the pin count one.
Yeah.
This one forces a strike by Arturo.
Andrew Hall shaping the Rattler new on 6 and using the Perp Daddy on 5 right now.
Yeah, so obviously he sees something that he likes. Ooh. Well, I mean, that was just a fill shot, but 278 game for the Ripper.
Great game for the
A
Ripper.
whole lot of rev rate on 7 and 8.
Yeah. Whole lot of rev rate here
In the
general.
building, right. Oh, that was
that
in.
was in.
Oh, well, that was a big 9, though, instead of a 10. Now Nino 9 spare strike can win. So, all right.
Yeah, strike 8 spare, I think.
Yeah. And actually, no, 9 spare strike for the win. Actually, 9 spare 9. 9 spare 9 for a tie. 8 here, though. Then he would need a spare and a strike for a tie. So, I mean, there's a lot of things here.
A lot of factors.
Anything less than 8 on this ball, he loses. And then AJ moves on. So,
He's taking a re-rack.
yeah, I mean, that's smart. Just collect your thoughts, go through your pre-shot routine.
Absolutely.
Andrew with a 10-pin lead, trying to make it 20. That ball just never read. That got. Remember we talked about that track area on lane 5
Absolutely.
has that hang spot.
Yep.
That hit it at the wrong place.
And is that the bucket? Chicken
That
bucket?
is the chicken bucket. Full bucket.
I can't see because of
The poles and everything. Yeah. So, and actually on that bucket, the 8-pin is slid a little bit left.
Is it?
So it's almost like you want to play it to the left side of it. So,
Nino,
right, so that's
Nino
gonna go-
really threw that
all
one
right.
good.
So that's going to go to game 3. He only needs 9 pins and 2 balls, which I mean a big
Hey,
4.
it's not done. Not done.
I know. I'm not going to mark it yet, but he needs 9 and 2 balls. Well, again, great game here, great match.
I mean, if he throws it like that again, it's over.
Yeah. So Crank down 6 pins, but let's see if he can try to capitalize on that last frame. Yeah, that was a nice shot. Really good shot by Crank. Down 6, but if he strikes here on lane 5, he can take a 4-pin lead.
It's away.
No, that's enough. That's enough.
He gets it.
That's enough. So Nino and Chapman go into game 3.
This is a heavyweight battle.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, we have 3 out of 4 matches going to a third game this round. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see if Crank can get one. Does he? Did the 7 go out? Of course it did. Great shot for Crank.
Nice shot by
Huge
Crank.
double.
Now he takes a 4-pin lead. Boy, how big does that 9 count that AJ got? Look now, 248, 247, 1 pin. One
Wow,
pin
what a
victory by
game.
Nino there, but yeah.
Nino going to run to the bathroom real quick between games.
But so
here.
basically what this means is Chapman, he can actually tie Nino, say game 3, because he has the total pin advantage.
Yes.
So Nino has to win it outright to advance, for Chapman to go a win or a tie to advance.
So Andrew Hall comes in a little late for a 2-pin. Wow.
I like that. I like him not even.
Wow.
I like that a lot. You don't waste any time. You just get up there and you fire it. Great shot by AJ.
That was a
on
fucking
one.
impressive
Yep,
shot.
just get up there, throw your shot, and go.
So meanwhile, in the Sanders match, his opponent starts with a spare,
Yep.
and he's coming up starting on lane 8, which
I think
means
this
he
is
gets
good
the
for
finish
Sanders.
on 7.
I think this is good for Sanders as far as his potential to win this.
He's in the purple, it looks like,
Yep.
and he strikes.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good one on lane 8. I wonder if he goes purple on both lanes
wow.
or just on lane 8. Looked
Wow,
like
looks
Andrew,
like there was an
yeah.
approach issue on
Yeah,
that
but
shot.
that's a good cover. Good cover there. So,
He's going to take a second to check out his shoe and make sure it's ready to go for the next frame here.
yeah, definitely. So I think Sanders is going urethane on both lanes, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't see what he picked up.
I think he grabbed the purple, but I'm not 100% sure.
We'll find out shortly.
Yes, we will.
Looks like from where he's standing, he's probably in urethane.
Nope.
No,
That's the
he's
theorem.
not. Yeah,
That's the
he
theorem.
definitely walked left.
So
got
I thought
the
that
4
might
to
be
go.
the case because, again, those 2 lanes are a little bit different, and he obviously saw something being able to play around last game.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
talked about that before. Oh, what a
great
by
shot
Andrew.
for Andrew Hall
Great
there.
shot.
Still using 2 different balls. It's still in the purple on lane 5.
Yeah,
in the Rattler
just
new on
doing
lane
the
6.
flipping, basically what Colonel's doing, but just flipping lanes on the other pair. So
El Nino threw
Good
a
shot
really
there.
great
Good
shot
shot by
there.
Nino
Yeah,
there.
that was
both guys
a
start with
no-doubter.
quality shots in the first frame. So.
Ripper.
That had a little funky release to the finish on it.
The Ripper starts spare strike. Of course, this third game is a deciding game unless they tie,
Right. And the ties bring into that total pin. So
and then it still decides it.
right.
Now, Crank definitely missed left on that.
Yeah. And that just made it way harder. It took out the 6 pin. Now it's just a 9-10, which is way harder than the 6-9-10.
Which is still pretty hard.
Yes. Hard
Easily
either way,
choppable.
but right.
All right, El Nino up on 3. Oh!
Wow, that
that
might be
shaped
another
a
one of those.
little extra, but it got the 9.
I thought that might be a 9 because of the way that thing shaped. I think it shaped so much. I think it finished left of the 5, and the 5 took the 9, to be honest with you.
Right. All right, so Trash checking back in. Let's go Colonel Sanders. And then Daquan checking in. Let's go Ripper. Love that you guys are supporting your favorite bowlers here. You are watching the Frankie and Ding Dong Show live on Facebook, live on YouTube, or live on Twitch. Please like, subscribe, and share it to your friends.
All
Get it up on the big screen.
So
This is the Hungus AK, the third and probably final Hungus
yeah,
AK live
quarterfinals.
from Bayside Bowl.
Oh, the shredder.
Gang
Yeah,
mob the
the-
fucking 10-pin there.
He says, "Fuck you, Ninja Turtles. I'm shredder."
Gang mobbing the 10-pin. Gotta love it. Looks like he gave that 10-pin to Rusty Lantern.
Go Rusty Lantern. There you go.
Yeah. So Sanders still in the
Colonel.
purple on 8.
Yeah, put that shit on everything. Takes a 10-pin lead. Frank trying to come back
Crank.
off the open. That was way right.
Yeah,
he missed
he
it.
gassed the shit out of
Gassed
that.
it, missed it.
Probably trying to give it something a little bit extra, trying to make it strike, and which is something he's probably used to at his home center. But
Right.
unfortunately, we're not bowling on as high of a ratio.
Oh,
7-10 out of there.
We know lane 3. We know how lane 3 can be.
This is a heavyweight
I love
battle.
I love
And both players starting with strikes. 3 for Chapo, 2 for Nino so far.
Yep. Great battle here. 10-pin lead for Chapo.
Sanders
Sanders
leaving the Buxton smile.
Yeah, Buxton smile on that. That's the Nixon, actually. That's what I call it. I'm not a crook. The old big 4 on lane 7. So Crank giving it a run, but now he's down 21 to Andrew, who can make it 31 if he strikes here in the 6th frame.
So Crazy Train checking in. Let's go, Colonel, the new ass coach.
I
He
think he meant
is.
alt coach.
No, he's the new ass coach. He's the new assistant coach
Oh,
for the
that's
Alton
right.
Mayhem. So he's the new ass coach. Congratulations, and love to hear that.
Everyone loves a good ass coach.
Dynamite dropping money.
Sanders is that smooth ass coach too.
Thanks, Jim.
So we got a pair of turkeys here on lanes 3 and 4, and 3 strikes apiece too.
Oh.
That 12-pound house ball really goes down the lanes pretty all right.
It kind of does appear to have that 12-pound house
color
ball
to it.
feel to it. Leaves the 2-8 kind of hit like a 12-pound house ball now.
Oh, we got a fresh comment coming in. Nino stepping up on lane 3.
Oh, wow.
So front 4 for Nino, gets the hamburger sandwich, fires up the grill.
That fresh comment is
the
from
ripper.
Cousin It. Get the kids in the center. Fuck yeah, that's how we end all of them.
I guess
The ripper
Daquan
taking
checks
advantage.
out.
all I have to
Love
say
all
is
these
hot
nicknames
tamale.
for these split shots. Yeah. Hey, that's what
Nice
you get here.
spare by Andrew.
Hot tamale.
Hot tamale. All right. I love this match on 3 and 4 right now.
Me too.
I'm
Drink
digging
that,
it.
soldier boy.
Soldier Boy needs to heat it up right quick. Oh, that was. Oh!
Such a weird
Absolutely
late-
just.
Let's go.
Just absolutely just killing the 9-pin.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy. The Ripper starts with a spare and 4-bagger. All right, where are we at here? Andrew Hall. Here we go. Oh, it does
Ooh,
not come
that
up.
almost
Is that another
2-4-8
2-8?
No, 2-4.
2-4.
8 pin went out late, so just a 2-4.
So that's 2 in a row where he's not quite
Yeah.
made it to the pocket.
So, I mean, doesn't take full advantage of the crank open. So, I mean, now it's a 19-pin match. I mean, spares obviously take advantage of an open, but didn't throw the strikes on it. So he's going to just make his spare, and then Crank's going to step up and try to get himself back into this match.
Hopefully he can use his doctorate to
Chapo! Chapo's still in
Yahtzee
that
time.
red pearl. That
Yahtzee.
time the messenger takes out the 10-pin. Man, he must be paying USPS some extra money for all those messengers.
Not free postage at all.
No.
No free
I
postage.
wonder if
in
he
these
has
parts.
the forever stamps. That saves money, right?
It does. Well, supposedly. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I actually put a stamp on something.
What about a mushroom stamp?
All right. No, it works.
The old mushroom stamp. Huta! Is that like behind the 10 pin?
Nino coming in.
Oh,
getting a late kick on the
wow.
10 himself.
Coming in light.
Yeah,
But
it's,
getting it to
So
carry.
pair of Yahtzees. We got Yahtzee battle here on 3 and 4. So
They had a pair of Yahtzees last game, too. Craig liked
Frank
that
with a
one.
beautiful shot there. Good comeback off those 2 tough frames. Can cut the lead to 9 if he doubles here on lane 5.
All right. So we got a couple comments coming in. One from JQ Baby. He's laughing his ass off. The commentary is gold. Well, thank you so much, JQ
Well,
Baby.
we'll try to get to platinum.
Thank you for checking in. Yeah,
Thanks, Jim.
right.
We've-
Platinum
thanks, Jim.
plus, maybe.
We've been waiting for someone to throw a ball through a window. So.
Oh, Colonel with a nice double there.
Sanders.
Nice double. Big comeback shots there by Colonel. So.
Wow, that was a quality shot
Yeah,
by
that was a good
Nino.
one. That was a really good one.
He really
He fed
knew
that
that
one to
was
the spot.
quality.
Fed it to the spot the way he needed to. Gets the front six out of it.
He fed it like it was cats eating breakfast, I think.
Those are some hungry cats.
Uh-oh,
Aren't
that
the
was
pussies
right.
always hungry?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Crank with a bucket. That was that one went right on him
That's
again.
the done.
That just went right on him again, and just it never quite picked up. Got through that track area spot on lane 5. It just kind of hangs a little bit, and just never really got there. All right, Chap Daddy here on lane 4. Let's see what he can do.
Let's have a pair of six-packs.
Pair of
Let's have a
six-packs
12-pack.
sounds good. Let's do it. I'm in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
baby.
Pair of six-packs.
Sad.
We're going to get fucking shit-faced with all these six-packs.
Yeah, that's fine.
They have 300 between the two of them.
Who
Do
the
they
fuck
get
is going to pour us out of here with all these six-packs?
Oh, Crank with a nice spare there.
Holy
Keeps him in the
fuck.
match. Down 19. Keeps him in it. I love the sportsmanship from Andrew too. Just
Yeah,
he's all
absolutely.
just such. I mean, Andrew is like
The
one of the nicest people you ever meet.
keeps the,
The
foot on
Ripper,
the
yeah,
gas.
he has himself a little Yahtzee action. Chap Daddy re-rack in lane 3, which is probably a smart move.
Definitely a smart move. Holly checking in, basically. I'm not sure what she's referring to. I don't remember.
I don't know. We-
Oh, I think I do. The pussy's always hungry.
oh,
I bet.
right. That's true.
Yes. Yes. Basically.
Kitty on my foot, and I want to touch it.
Yes, that. And I did touch it.
12-pound house.
That could be like we can make that Andrew's intro song because he just dead flushed his best shot of the match after I said that. So,
It's kind of like, what was it? Smashing Pumpkins used to play.
Oh, dude.
You'd strike
Yeah.
every time.
dude, I threw 2 300s in Augusta to chair a Brock in the 10th frame.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Snappy!
Chapo!
The old red snapper on lane 3. The red snapper.
Jordan. we got to get Jordans on for her. Oh, the Ripper ripping another strike.
You want
He's
to
got
sit there
spare
and give us
six-bagger, another
a little
six-pack.
sponsorship
Shit.
deal? Yeah, look at how bad that 6-pin is on lane 5. That's a good re-rack by Andrew there. Drunk on lane 5 should be a new one. We had the drunk on lane 9 for a while. That old, remember that burger they had here, the drunk on lane 9?
Yes.
They don't have that anymore.
We need a.
The
I thought they brought it back
ninth
to
green at 9.
Is it the 9th green at 9 trick? Oh, I hate that.
They don't have it.
Yes, yes. So Holly confirms.
Confirms.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so
Janessa,
Janessa
go
checking
Colonel.
in. Let's
Yeah.
go, Colonel. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
We got a pair of
Nino
7s now. 7s
absolutely
are wild
shaped the
right
shit
now.
out of that.
Remember what I said though? If they tie, Chapman advances.
Yes, yeah. So I'd love to see a tie at 300. That would
Yeah,
be
that'd be
fucking
dope.
incredible.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders threw a nice strike over there,
Welcome
He,
to the main event.
keeping himself alive,
You're right, exactly.
barely, but he is.
Oh, Andrew with a
Andrew.
huge strike. So that
Yeah.
increases the lead from 19 to 29. And
He
that's
is,
going to make
yes.
it tough because he's in control of his own destiny right here. The best Crank can do is 203 if he strikes out, which will force Andrew to mark. So, I mean, Crank's definitely still bowling for something here, and not out of the realm of possibility to ever see like a blower 710 or who knows, you know, any 4 9s. I mean, all kinds of weird things happen
Yeah,
when you put pressure on your
Yep.
opponent. So
I agree.
you just have to throw one good quality shot at a time. That's the biggest thing.
Sanders needs a strike.
That was a great shot. Great shot
hits
by
the 8-pin
Sanders.
twice.
He just
to get
fired
it.
up the grill. He just fired up the grill.
Nino.
Good ball by Nino there. So he starts with front 8, and AJ does, he just stays in his own game. I like that. Both men. El Nino bolts his game, stays in his game.
Yep.
AJ staying in his game, doing his routine. I like it. Both guys doing their thing. And that one right there,
Looks like
that's going to
gonna be
end
a
it.
match.
Yeah, Crank had the strike.
So let's
So-
update the ticker on that.
All right, so it's going to be Andrew Hall. He will be bowling on 1 of 2 against the winner of the Ripper Colonel match. So And that was a real battle and a grind on
That
that
was a
one.
hell
That
of a
was
match.
that was that was.
Okay,
a
so you said
lot of fun
Andrew
to
Hall is
watch.
going to be on one.
That's correct. He's going to be taking on the winner of the Ripper Colonel match. So.
Oh, Chapo!
Chappie!
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
JJ.
JJ.
Damn Jitter and Jim.
Jitter and Jim.
Jitter.
All right, so I like how AJ just stays in his.
So
he's
the
in a good
Ripper
spot
threw
right
another
here.
strike over there while we were.
Yeah, he's ripping racks.
We
for
were
sure.
ripping on JJ.
Yeah. So
And then Stephen Major, so Frosted Tips is.
yes, he's
facing-
on 5 and 6, and he'll face the winner of the Chapman Nino match.
So keep in mind, guys, after this match, we're going to probably cut the feed
Yes.
and start a new feed.
Correct.
So you guys will have to get back in here, share it up to your pages. We are going to be going into the semifinals.
Yes, sir. So we go into the 9th frame.
Ripper hammered that one.
Oh, front nine!
He can't be shut out. No matter what Nino
Messenger
does, he cannot be
taking-
shut out.
The 9 out from the right. Wow. What a match.
Great shot. Great shot. Great
The
shot,
tie
baby.
goes to El
the-
Chapo.
Because he has the pinfall total. Because
Okay.
Nino only won game 2 by 1 pin. So
Okay.
Chapman has the
The
pinfall.
Ripper making that 7-pin pay. Did that one hit 27?
Because like I said, so if a
No.
tie goes to Chapman, so Nino has to win. Chapman can either tie or outright win.
Okay.
To win.
All right, so John checking in. El Nino's on fire. What a great match. I agree. And then Nesquik checking in. So many strikes.
So
Love
that
to
is-
hear you from you, Nesquik, but
Right.
I got to tell you, Zen is in the building right now.
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
What's that?
Nesquik checking in.
Oh, Nesquik, yeah.
Ask her
See if
about her
Nino-
wiener. Nino!
Oh, both front 9.
Strikes
Wow.
in the 9th. Front
2
nine.
front 9s
Both
going into the
players.
10.
What? That was that was absolutely amazing. Yeah, great shot.
And that was
So
good
what's
on the-
happening over here? Sanders.
So Sanders had to
Sanders
have that.
needed
Had to have it.
strike,
Yeah, needed it. Absolutely needed it.
So it
So-
looks like the Ripper's going to move on.
Yes, he just needs pin. Even if Colonel strikes out,
And
the
is he
Ripper,
going to face the
So
Andrew Hall?
he will face Hall on 1 and 2
So it's going to be Andrew Hall versus the Ripper.
versus the Ripper. Yep.
Wow. Battle of the Young Guns.
Yeah. On 1 and 2, which is going to be interesting. So. And Crank with a hell of a run, taking Andrew to 3 games, but Crank picking him up a nice $1,000 payday. Nothing wrong with
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Just like it was a great job today by Colonel, $1,000 payday. HBK picking up a $1,000 payday.
So Ness says, hi, Zen. Zen getting in there, saying hi to Ness.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to have Zen here. He came back home. It was awesome for the
She's
weekend.
also
So
very happy she's here right now.
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah.
this.
yeah, I don't
So,
blame her.
Big shout out to Aunt Cole for bringing him home. Nino gets the 10th one.
So front 10 for Nino, but again, this match, if it ends in a tie, it goes to Chap Daddy because he has a pinfall advantage. So Nino just putting the pressure on. Whatever he does in the 10th, AJ has to match it. So just keep that in mind, folks. But great bowling by both bowlers here. It's been awesome to watch, and we're not done yet, folks.
No, we are not. Far from it.
So Colonel just finishing out the string there in the 10th. Great run by Colonel today. Great run this weekend. I mean,
Absolutely.
tied for the top seed, was the number 2 seed going into the brackets, and takes the Ripper to 3 games, and that's fantastic bowling.
Wow, Nino really liked that shot. That was quality shot. Front
shot.
11,
Front
brick
11.
alert.
Brick alert on 3. Chapman has the advantage of pinfall.
If they tie this game, he
Tie goes to Chapman because he has the
yeah,
pinfall.
she's up 20.
So Andrew just getting out of the way, throwing it down the lane. It's good on him. Just, you know what? Because we got a whole bunch of fun stuff going on 3 and 4 right now.
So we got some people checking in. VW checking in. Let's go, Nino. Dennis Bissonette. Purple Hammers
Y'all
checking
gonna
in.
run out of
Y'all going to
bricks.
run out of bricks. We got plenty of bricks up in here.
Paint. We just
This
need to show
is
we got
Maine.
paint.
Nesquick checking in. Imagine getting a brick
It
and
could happen.
losing.
It definitely could happen.
Crazy.
Could happen.
Campfire Therapy checking in. I wish I was there for the
That
match with El Nino and Janessa checking in. Good bowling. Shane
Yeah, I agree with
McFarlane.
you.
I
Colonel had a
absolutely
great
agree
run.
to all of
Yeah, he
that.
bowled phenomenal. So
He
it
thought
was
she
a
was
lot of fun.
257 in these
Trash
games.
checking in. Bring back the 8K.
Good.
Oh! Lay them bricks, baby! Get out the paint! We got our second brick of the day. El Nino.
All right, here we go. 10th frame. Just gotta have all 3.
It's fucking amazing. We could have a third brick here.
Yep.
All right, let's give up full screen to this.
Yes, sir.
Chapo got it in.
Just in. All right.
All right, good run. All right, all sorts of comments coming in. Purple Hammers, 3 brick, 2 events. Can we make it 4? We did not right now, but there's still time. Jane checking in. Let's go, Brandon. The Ripper. And Ness checking in. Let's go, Nino. We got Diane checking in. Great job, Shane. Up against some amazing bowlers. We got Trash checking in with some bricks. And we have Master Splinter checking in. Crazy how the high game yesterday was less than 270, and the scores are through the roof today.
Yeah.
And then Sunny D checking in. Nino. You know what, Splinter, we kind of talked about this a little bit. I don't know how much on the air we talked about it, but here's the deal. Like, lane memory is a thing, and our house shot being Audubon has more volume than what we have out here today. Now, normally we only strip and oil once a day. Also, we've been stripping and oil multiple times. Like yesterday, they were 3 times. They've already been done 3 times today.
Right.
Plus,
we make this the Bobo pattern.
Plus, the lanes are heating up as they get used.
Right.
Everyone's asking.
So
Right?
there's going to be a little bit more hook each time because you're stripping the lanes and putting down a shot that has less volume, stripping in, down, putting down less volume. And you're doing that repeatedly. So obviously, I think that it's going to open up the lane a little bit more. Great bowling, Corral Chapo.
Well, they shot 278.
278
That might
to
be the
300.
Mexican.
That's crazy. Yes, sounds like it's a good night to have Mexican for sure. Diebag checking in, great bowling, Shane. Cousin It checking in. Can we make this the Bopo pattern? And Glossy checking in. Nino with the brick. All right, guys. So there you have it. That's this round. So what we're going to do is we're going to
the next round and
cut the feed.
And we'll start a new one for the next ones.
So make sure you get back in here and share it to your pages. Thank you guys for checking in and watching the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. I am King Ding Dong for Frankie Avalon right here at Bayside Bowl. Purple Hammer is just checking in. I don't feel so bad losing to Burnt Toast now. Because your match was amazing. Don't get me wrong. Your match was awesome. So fun to watch. This one was awesome. So fun. All of it is so fun to watch. And you guys will want to get back in here and to watch the rest of this. We are giving $8,000 to someone today. The final 4 are going to be El Nino, Frosted Tips, The Ripper, and Andrew Hall. We need a nickname for Andrew Hall for sure. Not Ed Sheeran is his Instagram handle, so maybe we'll stick with that. But Cherry Bomb? Cherry Mop. Cherry Mop. Oh, I kind of like that. Cherry Mop.
Andrew's name? I love it.
Yeah. All right. So let's cut the feed and then get back in here, guys.
We're going
This-
on 3 and 4.
You will be on 5 and 6. So thank you for watching, and for the rest of us here at the Frankie and Ding Dong Show, we will see you soon.
And Brandon, Andrew,
And oh, Chris Monroy checking in real quick. Hey, K-Kill. I demand some respect. Respect your ARP eligible bowlers. Hey, good to hear from you. Burnt Toast, way to go last time out with that 300. Loving to lay the bricks the last couple tournaments. We will see you again soon here at Frankie Ding Dong Show. We will be back in here before you know it, so get back in here, share it to your friends, and until then, get those kids in the center. Thank you